Good morning, welcome to Angling Ambition, and today we are fishing again. I worked all day yesterday, I worked the night before, so I am a happy man. I am out on the beach going fishing today. Great news. So, South Wales have been bombarded by southwesterly winds for the last week. It's pretty swelly, it's pretty uncomfortable, and there's not a lot of places which are fishing that great and you can get out of the wind. So today we're going to go on a little journey, a little trip, and we're going to go in search of a bit of shelter and a few fish and a few bites and hopefully have a bit of luck. Like all my fishing, it starts long before I step on the beach. And today's no different. So several hours before I'm going, I am just bringing some frozen baits out of the freezer, and I'm going to defrost a couple of them just so as soon as I step on the beach I'm ready to fish and I'm prepared straight away. That little bit of planning or thoughtfulness can often get you a bite and a fish straight away and make a difference to your day's fishing. And it's all about being organised, isn't it? And organised preparation, planning makes a huge difference to everything. So just getting a few sardines, a few nice blueys, some beautiful little joey mackerel, look at them, tiny, and some squid. Just going to defrost some of them now so they're ready, so when I step on the beach I can start fishing. As every session, what I do, and I've done this for so many years, is I take all my bait out of the packets so the packets don't even have to go to the beach. And I think that's really important because a lot of the venues, all you see is bait wrappers, bait packets. They don't even have to go to the beach. So like I said, I've done this for years. I take all my bait out of the packets at home. The packets go in the bin at home. They don't even have to pollute the environment. So that's me. I'm gonna get started and I'll see you all later. So here we are, we're travelling across the border over to England, and we are here at Brean down. And what can I say, what a breathtaking place. It's really interesting to come around and see something elsewhere, just have a look and you know, see what's going on. We've been to one mark, it's completely out of the wind, but we weren't keen on it, so we've had another scout, another little adventure. We've got another mark, and we've set up temporarily. Lewis has just gone for a little scan down the beach, to have a little explore, and I'm not gonna set anything up yet. I'm going to wait till he comes back and then we'll see and decide what we're going to do. Where we're going to stay put here. It's a nice bank, a nice little grass bank. So while Lewis is having a little explore, I'm going to bait up a rig, just get ready, show you what I'm doing. And the first thing I do with my rigs, they've been curled up in a bag, they've got lots of memory in them, and they're all curly. So I like to stretch them out first. Stretch them out. And all we're using today, using a 3.5 foot hook length, 60-pound chameleon hook length, just on a 3.0, nothing too big. I'll probably fish some bigger baits later. That's nice and stretched out and limp now, nice and presented for the fish. And we'll stretch out the rig body as well, because we want to make sure everything sits nice. Use a little splashdown. I find they present the bait really well, and they stay nice and clear. So I'm going to take a little joey, cut the head off, cut the tail off. I'm going to cut him up the centre, take a little bit of flesh off, all nice and prepared and soft, ready from earlier. One of those nice squid as well I showed you. Bit of squid. And we want to present the bait nice. It's got to be streamlined to cast. It's got to be nice. So the fish can inhale it nicely. There's a little joey there, look. Using some nice light cotton just to bind it on. Secure it for the first bit to your hook, to your main line. Doesn't need to go overboard, so it's nice and secured. Then we can take a bit of squid. We're going to hook him back in, lay him up, open it out so it wraps around, nice and simple. And then with the cotton we can carry on presenting it and whipping it up to get a nice sausage meal for the fish. I hear the ray fishing is pretty good over here, so we might catch a few fawnies if we're lucky, might get a few straps. I really don't know, I don't know what to expect, and that's the nice thing of going somewhere different. I don't know what to expect, don't know what's going to happen. And there we go, look at that. Nice, juicy take the top hook, give it a couple of wraps round. I like 4 in and out, and then you've got to take that slack back out of it. Hold the bottom hook, pull it nice and tight, and there's a nice presented. Hooks are sticking out nice and proud. It's all in proportion to the hooks. It's not a huge bait, but it's a juicy bait. You see the guts and fluid dripping off, and hopefully that'll do the job. Let's see where he is. There we go, look at that. First ray of the day. Only a small bite, but we got him. Nice ray, well done Lewis. About £8. Lovely markings. Look at that. Beautiful fish. What was it on, mate?
Bluey and crab. I think dives into a fish. Yep. On there again. Yeah.
There we go. First one for me.
What do you have on, Di?
I was on squid and crab on the 3 O's I showed you earlier. Got the same size as Luke's, maybe a little bit smaller, completely different looking fish. Pale, pasty. Got a unique mark on it by there, look at it. Another female. 2 fish within 5 minutes, so you know, hopefully things are starting to pick up and we get a few more.
Lovely.
Happy days. Let's go.
Keep on fishing.
Keep on fishing. So, returning fish can be quite dangerous. You've really got to be careful and take your time. I mean, we're on a rock mark here. You can hear the waves, it's quite swelly. And I'm not going to be able to get right to the water's edge to put this quick fish back. So, I'm just going to get as close as I can, as close as I safely can. Then I'm just going to drop it in and hopefully she'll be okay. Just waiting for a swell. This one looks good. Back she goes. Bit of sardine going out. Just on a pulley. Just landed one, so bang it back out. Make sure the line lays good. So as you can see, I'm back home, and unfortunately due to the conditions from the weather and the water and the swells and the size of the tide, we weren't able to do much filming. But that's just how it goes. We had a good time, we had a few fish each, a few rays. Lewis had a small codling as well. We learned stacks, we learned a lot about the venue which we can apply for next time, and most importantly we didn't compromise ourselves and compromise our safety, which I felt we would have if we had stayed, which means that we can in effect go fishing again and have more adventures and more time out on the bank catching fish in the future. So like I say, although it wasn't a complete success, we still had a few fish and we learned a lot, and we can apply that for next time. So I'm sorry the video is a bit shorter, but it is what it is. Life goes on, we go fishing again, and I'll see you soon. Thank you, cheers.